The night begins with electricity humming through the arena, the kind of atmosphere only a world championship fight can create. Every seat is filled, every voice sharpened by anticipation, as undefeated records and championship pride hang in the balance. Under the bright lights, this is not just a fight, it is a collision of belief. Nick Ball, the ferocious champion from the UK, steps into the ring carrying the hopes of a roaring home crowd, short in stature, but massive in presence. Ball is known for pressure that never relents, for a pace that suffocates opponents and breaks rhythm, confidence and resolve. Across from him stands Ronnie Rios of the United States, a battle-tested veteran whose resume is built on toughness, experience, and survival at the highest level. Rios has traveled this road before. He understands hostile territory. He understands champions. And he believes that discipline, timing, and heart can still overcome youth and momentum. As the referee calls them in, the words "protect yourself at all times" echo with finality. Gloves touch, a brief moment of respect before violence. The crowd rises as one. This is Liverpool, and they are ready to witness either a coronation or an upset that shocks the boxing world. The bell rings, and instantly the tension explodes into motion. Ball springs forward, coiled like a predator released from its cage. Rios lowers his stance, eyes alert, already bracing for the storm. Everything they've worked for leads to this moment. One man defending his throne. One man trying to take it. Somebody's night is about to be rewritten forever. From the opening seconds, Nick Ball makes his intentions unmistakably clear. There is no feeling out process, no cautious probing. He advances immediately, snapping his jab and darting inside with blistering speed. His feet are constantly in motion, cutting angles, shrinking the ring, refusing to give Ronnie Rios the distance he needs to settle. Rios attempts to establish his jab, crouching low, trying to read the rhythm, but Ball's pressure is relentless. Every jab from Rios is met with a counter. Every pause is punished. Ball whips hooks around the guard, fires straight shots through the middle, and targets the body with malicious intent. The sound of leather on flesh echoes through the arena, each clean shot drawing a roar from the crowd. Rios absorbs the punishment stoically, raising his guard, catching shots on his arms and forehead, trying to slow the tempo. But Ball's output is overwhelming. He punches in combinations, never single shots, forcing Rios to defend continuously. Already, the American is being backed toward the ropes, his feet struggling to keep up with Ball's pace. The champion looks sharp, composed, and hungry. He isn't just winning exchanges, he's imposing his will. By the end of the early rounds, the message is clear. This will be fought on Nick Ball's terms. Rios remains standing, remains game, but the storm has arrived earlier and fiercer than anyone expected. As the fight moves into the middle rounds, the tempo remains brutal. Nick Ball shows no sign of slowing, his conditioning allowing him to maintain the same ferocity that defined the opening moments. He continues to jab his way inside, then unleashes vicious combinations, hooks to the body followed by sharp shots upstairs. Blood begins to appear, evidence of the punishment accumulating. Ronnie Rios, though clearly under pressure, refuses to fold. He fires back in flashes, landing the occasional crisp jab or right hand that reminds everyone of his quality. But for every moment of success, Ball responds with two more. A lazy jab from Rios is countered by a looping right hand. A step toward the ropes becomes dangerous as Ball unloads, forcing the referee to hover closer, watching carefully. The crowd senses the danger, their cheers mixing with gasps as Rios absorbs heavy shots, yet continues to fight back. This is no longer just a contest of skill. It's a test of endurance and will. Ball's confidence grows with every exchange. He looks comfortable in chaos, thriving in the fire. Rios digs deep, drawing on years of experience, refusing to let his spirit break. But the momentum is unmistakably shifting further toward the champion. These rounds are punishing, demanding, and unforgiving, and they are shaping the story of the fight. Entering the later rounds, fatigue begins to creep in, but Nick Ball remains composed and dangerous. His punches still carry snap, his movement still purposeful. Rios, visibly worn, attempts to slow the fight, clinching when he can, trying to buy moments of recovery. But Ball won't allow it. He stalks his opponent, cutting off escape routes, switching stances, attacking from unexpected angles. Each exchange now carries the weight of everything that's come before. Rios shows incredible toughness, continuing to fire back, continuing to stand his ground. But the punishment is relentless. Ball's jab snaps his head back. His body shots sap what little energy remains. The crowd is fully on its feet now, chanting, urging their champion forward. The referee watches closely as Ball unleashes sustained combinations, sensing that Rios is in danger. These are championship rounds defined by dominance. Ball isn't reckless. He's intelligent, disciplined, and ruthless. He controls the ring, controls the pace, and controls the narrative. Rios is still there, still fighting, but he's being forced to endure something extraordinary. As the fight reaches its closing stages, the outcome feels inevitable, yet the drama remains intense. Ronnie Rios continues to show the heart of a true warrior, refusing to go quietly, throwing punches even as his body betrays him. Nick Ball, sensing victory, remains sharp and focused, landing clean shots while avoiding unnecessary risks. The crowd's reaction evolves from raw excitement to deep appreciation. Appreciation for Ball's brilliance and for Rios's courage. Every exchange is met with thunderous noise. Every landed punch feels symbolic. Ball's pressure represents the future, youth, hunger, and dominance. Rios's resilience represents the past, experience, toughness, and pride. This is boxing at its purest. No shortcuts, no surrender. Just two men pushing each other to their limits. As the final bell approaches, both fighters continue to throw, neither willing to coast. The audience knows they've witnessed something special. Not just a win, but a defining performance. When the final bell rings, exhaustion washes over the ring. Both fighters return to their corners, bodies marked, faces battered, breathing heavy. The judges' scorecards are read, but there is little suspense. The decision is clear. Nick Ball is declared the winner, retaining his world title in emphatic fashion. The arena erupts. Ball didn't just defend his belt, he made a statement. He proved that his relentless style, his conditioning, and his mentality are championship caliber. Ronnie Rios, though defeated, earns respect for his bravery, having stood toe-to-toe with a relentless champion and refused to break. This fight shocked many, not because of a sudden knockout, but because of the sheer dominance displayed over 12 grueling rounds. On this night, in front of his people, Nick Ball confirmed what many suspected, that he is not just a champion by name, but a force capable of shaping the future of the division.